G'day everyone, welcome to another episode of Wineback Wednesday, and today I'm doing down to McLaren Vale and tasting, I dug this wine out of the cellar. It's a 2016 K Brothers Griffin's Grenache. It's the wine I think that helped them win the Bushing King a few years ago. Duncan was crowned Bushing King, and it is a wine that comes off part of the Grenache vineyard in the Amery block, which is adjacent to the winery, and obviously a select parcel. And I think this is the second release of this wine, and it's called the Griffin's Reserve. And for historians out there, the griffin is a creature that has the body, the tail and the hind legs of a lion, and then the head, the talons and the wings of an eagle, and it holds the you can see on the label, it holds the key in its mouth, and obviously is the protector of whatever it is looking after. So in this case, obviously K Brothers and the Amery vineyards, and that's what I believe what it's looking after. But there you go, a mythological character with the body and hind legs and tail of a lion, and the head, talons and wings of an eagle. So pretty impressive creature if it lived in real life. But without further ado, I'll give it a crack. I should have looked on the website, had a look, but I couldn't tell you exactly about the winemaking. I'm assuming it's done pretty traditionally with the open top fermenters they have at K Brothers. There's plunging and maybe a bit of pumping over, some time on skins, and then I assume it's been a bit dangerously assumed that it is matured in larger format oak. That's what I assume. Just pouring it out. A lovely dark core, sort of a very black dark core with a red rim. Really, it's really lifted. There's some nice fruit weight to it. There's some spice. There's some nice oak through there. There's some sort of a not a menthol note, but there is a sort of herbal edge. It's maybe a little bit of stalkiness I could gather, because often people use whole bunches or stalks in Grenache ferments, much like Pinot Noir ferments. So again, that's what it smells like. But really interesting, really dense and dark, but at the same time it's got a bit of lift and some lightness on it, on the nose, and sort of jumping around the glass. Straight on the palate, there's some really nice fruit density to it. It's not a big wine. It's medium to full, but it's not a big one. It's got some lightness, it's got some spice. There is a little bit of again, that little stalky note coming through. I'm just assuming that it has got some whole bunch component in it, and really some nice fine tannins and a bit of a grip there. It tastes a bit like stalkiness, which is a lovely way to get some complexity in the wine. And also, if it is whole bunches, the berries are in whole as well, so often you get a small amount of carbonic maceration happening, which is when the fermentation actually starts inside the berry, and you get more of a lifted confectionery note. And obviously the more you have, you can adjust that component and that flavour profile accordingly. But really complex, really balanced. It's 6 years old now, just hitting its straps, I think. Really precise. There is sort of with that stalky note, there is a bit of a bubblegummy confectionery note of fruit through the middle, which is really attractive. There's some nice graphite notes as well, and a really nice savoury backbone and nice fine tannin. So really great. That's the Griffin's Reserve Grenache from 2016 from K Brothers. You can see why they did well with that at the wine show, and well deserved for Duncan winning the Bushing King that year. Lovely bloke and a great winemaker. So yeah, if you see it around, I think it was Snap. I bought this before they won it. I think I happened to be in the cellar door and grabbed a few, and then shortly after, about 3 months later, I think they bowled everyone over. So if you've got a few in your cellar, fantastic, and if you can find some, just grab a bottle. It's a lovely wine, and thanks for listening.